1,000 golds of religious artifacts, 1,000 golds of weapons on top of, I hear you cry, 6,604 golds apiece.
Each?
No in total. So about 8,600.
Okay.
We definitely get some good horses. Right?
Really fucking fast ones.
Really fucking fast one.
Or we could, we could get one really fast one. No, let's get 4.
Just get one really big one that you can one really big horse. Someone's back.
Like a stretch horse.
Yeah.
Just a camel with about 8 humps.
Yeah. I had this thing like a He-Man toy when I was a kid, and it was like, I may be remembering this completely wrong, but it was like a skeletal lizard. But like where the ribs were, I had this like little clips where you could clip all the guys in, like all the He-Man figures. They do, so this thing would be walking around and they'd just be like clipped into his ribs. I'm
surprised you haven't.
You definitely remember it.
You should draw it.
Yeah.
And
I haven't seen that one. Not saying it's not real.
I don't recall seeing
I
that.
want to know if it's real.
I had a battle cat.
It must have been a baddie. Baddies
I'm
one.
not going to look it up. I'm going to remain.
Yeah. It must have been a bad guys one, because there's no way He-Man's going around in lizard's ribs.
Yeah, you're probably right. What would he do? He just hang out.
Inside.
Cool.
We're going to have to print off the details like Ghost Step in that at some point.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't look them off, did I?
No worries.
What's Ghost Step doing?
That's funny, you should ask.
Or roughly.
Ghost Step basically means you when you cast it, you assume incorporeal form and zoom in a straight line.
Oh, fucking hell.
And through obstacles and through the air, so over thin air if needs be. You can't go through solid barriers though, because you're not fully ethereal. And also cause damage to anyone in the way.
Yeah.
Unless they hop out of the way.
Yeah,
oh god, who is it? Oh, it's a Nightcrawler on an X-Men game who does that, isn't that right?
No, he just teleports.
Damn. Yeah, but if you teleport like through stuff.
You don't teleport. You can't teleport through stuff.
That's the point.
That's antithetical to the whole idea of teleporting. You disappear in one location and appear in another.
Yeah, but like if you reappear, rebound where they are.
Right.
It was, but I can't remember which game it was.
What, inside them?
Yeah.
Come on, Nightcrawler wouldn't do that. He's a Christian.
That's true.
I think it was probably an early game that on the Mega Drive.
Okay. Fair enough.
But I've definitely seen it. I swear I've seen it.
Bam.
Maybe it was Cabal.
That sounds better.
Yeah. Yeah, Cabal.
That sounds
was
more
better.
likely.
Yeah. Cabal wasn't the best character.
No.
Cabal.
From Mortal Kombat 3, I think.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Marvel character, like the king.
Oh.
Cable.
No, there's a small. Who's that gang that are all a bit fucked and live in the sewers?
The Morlocks.
He's one of them.
Okay, I don't remember him.
Yeah, it's like a little.
I only remember Callisto and Leech.
Yeah,
Shane,
he's
we're
with them.
recording all
Yeah.
this
He's
useful
with them.
information.
Yeah.
Do you see that they're doing?
Oh,
Handy.
They're doing a New Mutants.
you guys are
film or
fucking
something.
New Mutants.
New Mutants. This isn't recorded.
Yes, it is.
Too young.
Sorry.
Did you edit all that? Like, did you go through it all?
Did I Jesus Christ.
That's why it's fucking. We
Exactly.
jump from fucking shit to shit.
That's why there's 10 minutes of just, like a good minute of me just like flicking through the roll book. Like, I forgot this one.
But yeah, more kobold voices.
Well, there are kobolds around.
Oh, well, thanks.
Do something with them.
Well, I'm probably going to need that very soon. So that'll live there for a second.
So, where were we?
On the way.
Riding, see the nerd rag, so they can fix up our bros.
Yeah. So yeah, you're back with the Karak Noltar, your father's tribe, and yeah, several of them stay behind. Several of them stay behind and are kind of tending to the wounded, getting ready to make back to the tribe. A handful, decided that they'd come along, accompany their chief. So there was a lot of kind of argument within the tribe because they're so distrustful of the Nerdраug, and fearful as well, although they wouldn't like to admit it, obviously. But several of them come with you. They rig up these harnesses, basically, almost kind of like slave cheese, between the Krulok, so they can take the wounded, and you can also kind of just have a bit of a comfortable ride on the way, and rest after your ordeal with the frog-faced bastards. Frog-faced bastards.
You killed a lot of it.
You did. And good riddance.
But still, they came.
How much you have to
But
get
still,
Have you got the erasers?
they came.
That's awesome thing.
I could probably do with going back to full-ish health.
Have we
Well,
had...
that'd be nice as I'm on 2.
Oh, did we have like a restful journey and as such redeemed all my spells?
Not yet.
Oh, all my spells.
Goshak, he knows
Shite.
roughly where to go. There's a valley to the west where the Nerdраug are, where he thinks they'll find them. There's kind of, it has rumours of being haunted and such, and that's where you're headed. So you head down out of the hills and west, further away from civilization. Night falls, and the Krulok just carry on, putting one hoof in front of the other, and the gentle rocking of your litters slowly lets you drift off into a lovely slumber. So yes, you do get it.
Hey!
How many?
How many?
Hit points do we get back?
6, I think,
Jesus.
I believe.
Or is it 7 now because we're level 7?
That's what I meant. 7.
7!
I'm on 9.
No,
You got 2 hit points.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. That was close.
You were really nearly dead.
I know. But you got all this lovely stuff back.
Oh,
look at it.
I've missed you.
Have you got the blue tack system in effect?
Fuck yeah.
I want to buy you an abacus.
Mm.
No? Okay, sorry.
Just a bit more blue tech. Good system.
It is a good system.
Although it might sound a bit...
You got to look after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to need it.
Need it or need it?
Need it.
So, yeah, after a few hours of travelling under starlight, it gets too dark and the product it's too dangerous for them to carry on. They'll throw a hoof or something. So they have to pitch camp and rest up. Light a campfire, set watch. You guys don't really have to do any of that. Just the medicine man who you learn is called Garg. Comes by and gives you each kind of a potion made of this kind of fiercely spiced wine, sent to help you sleep.
Fuck yeah.
And as soon as the sun touches the horizon the next morning, you are awoken and urged to carry on.
So we all spelled up or not?
Right, let's pray.
Yeah, you need to pray.
Will they let us?
Yeah, what time?
Let us pray. Sorry. What?
You know what? And we'll just keep going then.
As the priest tends to his garden, let us spray. The festival patch, damn it. Anyway.
You okay?
No,
You're alright, right?
I'm fine.
So the sun, the sun, as I was talking about, climbs from the eastern horizon, and you put it to your backs and head further west. as I said, away from civilization, deeper into the wilds. After you've been travelling for some hours, Gorshak looks around and kind of indicates that he knows the area or has a feeling that you're in the right spot. And you turn to the south and head back into the hills. And he, after a while, he kind of slows the pace and slows to a walking pace. And you start threading your way through these kind of rocky ravines. And you start noticing little tokens, kind of fetishes here and there, collections of bones and feathers, things kind of just placed seemingly at random, but kind of just placed here and there. Every so often on a rocky shelf you'll see a kind of collection of bones, feathers and sticks tied together, that kind of thing. And he leads you deeper into these kind of ravines that twist and turn around big escarpments of rock raising up around you on the other side. The rest of the orcs fall quiet and kind of talk in hushed voices. And after you've kind of been, it feels like you kind of lose track of time a little bit, almost as if you could be going around in circles in this kind of maze of ravines. When up ahead you hear the sound of falling rocks, small rocks, kind of sounds skipping as if someone moving has disturbed them.
Are we leading the charge?
You're up front with Gorshak. There's not really a charge to be led.
I suppose
we'll slowly through.
I suppose we'll
I
take
guess we
Gorshak's lead, really. I suppose if he goes, we'll work. What do you think?
Well, it's either that or call out to the Nerdra.
I think he should.
I mean, we come in peace as you do.
See what he does.
Nice. He
Probably an orcish.
Yeah.
he holds up a hand and basically just turns and said, "We're being watched. They know we're here." But he just carries on. And after a short while, a few more minutes, the crevasse that you're travelling down opens up into almost like a kind of a bowl shape, like a crater, right in the middle of which is a flat-topped hill with some ancient, really gnarled-looking trees around it.
Nice.
And he makes straight for it. And just as Kern did before, climbs up, pulls out a Borora, whirls it around his head, and and you've seen it kind of fills the valley with this roaring sound. And he climbs back down and says, "Now we wait."
Awesome.
So you probably have time. You might have time to pray if you want to do a little bit of praying.
You want to pray now?
Yeah, give it a
So
go.
let's have a bit of a prayer.
Well, they seem the orcs
There,
kind
calm.
of settle down. Yeah, they're Gorshak himself seems fairly calm. The medicine man Garg seems fairly calm. Some of the others are kind of a bit twitchy, kind of clutching weapons and things. But
They know they're not that bad, really.
I'll get my nail on.
They know they're not that bad, really.
We haven't fought.
They're just a bit weird.
Yeah,
about it.
They're a bit weird, but we haven't been fighting with them.
And also suspicious types.
Your patience, if you like. Meanwhile, throughout the journey, some of the two humans have been growing kind of steadily more pale. Kern, on the other hand, he has regained some movement. He's able to, and he's kind of muttering, but slightly incoherently. but he seems kind of like he's getting some movement back.
Did you do something with him? Didn't you
Yeah.
cast something or do a bit of a heal, something like that?
I didn't have time to do anything really.
We didn't. I thought we did just a little bit and then went on our way, but I can't
No, I
remember.
didn't have time.
Okay.
He's just a big old orc.
I'd say, yeah, probably got better constitution than humans.
I mean, are they all stable? Or is it hard to tell?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Most of them, all the others other than Kerner are completely immobile. One of them, who you're told is called Korlak, has quite a nasty spear wound in his thigh. The others, all have kind of minor injuries, but his is the only one that's particularly bad. But he is alive.
If we're here for longer than an hour, I can try and do something with
over
it.
here.
But I don't know if we're here for...
You better get your spells on first.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Again, like as long as he's stable, like he's not going to be, dead in seconds or anything.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't seem it, but it is a nasty wound. If left untreated, it could fester and
Okay.
But yeah, it could be nasty. So yeah, after a while, one of the you kind of sat around praying. Anira sits down and meditates. Emma's curled up and goes to sleep. Krishna, you're the only one with nothing to do. Sharpen your sickles.
Yeah.
Have a chat with your old man.
Oh, yeah, we'll have a little chat, see how he's doing. Maybe you can fill me in a bit on what happened after we went into the shadow room.
I think you can probably fill him in on what happened. That's probably more interesting.
Oh yeah.
What happened to your mum?
Yeah.
Well, did she come back? She did, didn't
No.
She come back into the she
No.
stayed in the shadow.
she? She's alright.
Yeah.
Yes.
Said that. We freed her from the
We did.
being the lifeblood of the wizardy towery thing.
And we shut him in the cave and
Yeah.
nearly got stuck in there.
So I tell him about all that stuff and blow his mind a little bit, I think.
Well, he had adventures.
Yeah.
He's been around a bit.
Yes. And then tell him that I've started on the ways of the Skane Falak.
Cool. Yeah, he looks proud.
Hey.
He's proud of his boy.
And he saw me do a whole bunch of killing.
Sorry?
He saw me do a whole bunch of killing.
He did. Yeah, he saw you covered in
Fish guts.
Frog blood.
Not this again.
Cool. So yeah, after a while, you're kind of sitting around. One of the orc warriors basically called out an alarm, and the others all kind of jump to their feet, grab weapons, and as you look all around, as I said, you're in this kind of crater, almost kind of bowl-shaped crater, and dotted all around the edge. One at a time, you see figures kind of appearing on the edge. All kind of, they look, well, you can tell they're orcs, but kind of most of them kind of thin and gaunt, rather than the burly warriors you're used to.
After how long was this actually? Sorry.
After an hour or so.
Okay, so you have had time.
Yeah, you had time to do your planning and time.
Good stuff.
Yeah, they so you see these guys basically lining up around the edge of this crater, and this kind of susurrating, murmuring chant starts kind of rising. It starts kind of from one of them and then spreads around until all of them are basically chanting all around you, and the orc warriors start getting a bit antsy, kind of grabbing weapons and things, and basically forming a protective circle around the wounded.
I think
Would Gorshak address them?
probably. I was going to
Yeah.
say, I don't know, suggest that maybe they be a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
might be their way of greeting people or something. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just how they say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we
You
rocked
creepy
up.
bastards.
We rocked up, threw a bull around our heads and made a whole bunch of noise.
Yeah.
You know, they've all got their own weird ways.
Yeah, Goshak kind of, says to the others, lower weapons. We didn't come here to fight yet. And steps forward and calls out to them. That they've basically saying, we've come with wounded, we've come seeking help. Can you help us? And this chanting kind of dies down slowly, and they just stand there motionless until one starts picking his way slowly down the slope and kind of limps towards you, and then the rest begin to follow until... Was that next? Making a strange noise.
That's him.
Until the rest of them kind of begin to follow, and kind of one by one they all pick their way down towards you. And you see that they look, much like the others that you've met. They're orcs. They're recognisably orcs, but most of them are quite thin and gaunt. And they've painted their bodies with ash and kind of these kind of decorative swells and things. And they're all either carrying or wearing bits of bone, some of which you recognise as human, some of which you recognise as orc. A lot of it seems to be animal bone. They come forward, and Goshak goes up to speak with them. And he basically explains your purpose. And there's a kind of there's a kind of a tense moment between the two groups of orcs that soon passes, and basically they settle down. Goshak kind of gives a signal that it's okay, they're going to be able to talk, and they come down, they light a several of them come down and start setting a fire. And so it looks like there's going to be some kind of parlay.
Parlay.
Party.
Parlay or partay?
Party.
Parlay. Good stuff.
Wow.
What?
Just every now and then I'm going to be listening to this back and just going to get in my ears.
Well,
We'll compress that out.
You could try crying about it, but
No, I'm just going to moan about it instead.
okay.
Well, noise gate that out in post.
Yeah, that's fine. I did have to put a compressor.
Did you really?
Because there was like you say, there's a lot was this volume, and then someone said something daft about a bum or whatever.
You got that in your earphones.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the Nerdraug, they basically almost kind of set up camp around you. One of them, and they kind of start building a fire, which quickly gets lit, and there's, like I say, there's basically a kind of a parlay around. So as soon as the fire's lit, some of them start kind of just kind of shuffling, this kind of shuffling dance around it and chanting to themselves. The rest of the orcs that are with you, the Koroknot, basically kind of hang right back, kind of a very insular little kind of circle of orcs, just kind of staying with the wounded. But the rest of the other guys, the Nerdraug, seem to be, getting ready for some kind of, almost like, some kind of ceremony or something.
It's unusual for this to be a good thing.
What are you saying?
Normally we're trying to break up ceremonies before somebody summons and opens the gates.
They haven't drawn any runes on the floor yet. So.
Mess up the rings.
Haven't drawn any blood.
So it's all going well.
It seems to be, as far as you can tell. Yeah, it seems. Yeah, no one's hit anyone yet, which is, you know, a good thing amongst orcs. But yeah, Gorshak basically kind of goes forward and kind of says, you know, we come to you with wounded. These brave orc warriors fell in battle, defending our tribe, but they've been denied the death that they earned. You have power over life and death. I've come to you to beg you to save them. And there's this kind of murmuring and so on between the Nerdrug, and eventually one of them kind of steps forward and kind of just hisses between its teeth, and the rest all fall silent. And he kind of draws himself up and peers at you all in turn, and he says, "You come here begging favours of us. Why should we help you?"
You have money.
I don't want money.
No, I don't think I do want money. Orc, honour.
Well, I guess. Or what would they ask of us? Yeah. Favours. Demand favours occasionally. You know, we can either owe you one, or we can do you a favour now.
I mean, we've still got this powdered dust of speaking with the dead.
They've probably got loads of that.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got loads of that.
No
But it's
one's
just
dead
like
here. They're all just paralysed, aren't they?
We can
Yeah.
save like most of them anyway with our own spells.
You think?
True. So I'm of the opinion to ask them what they would ask of us.
Yeah.
yeah, do it.
We appreciate that nothing in this life is free, and that trades are often made for things. On occasion.
Cool. So you're saying, basically, you yourself are saying that?
Yes.
Sure, fine. While you speak, this orc, he just, while you're speaking to him, he stays. His eyes are glued on Gorshak. He's just kind of peering at him the whole time. And when you're finished, he suddenly turns to you, kind of gives you a kind of penetrating stare, and then a slightly kind of cracked smile, and says, "Well spoken. I see you have more wisdom than your father." Gorshak kind of bristles a little bit, but settles down. And this guy strides forwards and says, "I am Law. You would call me perhaps the leader of this group, though that means little here. Show me these brave warriors so tragically felled in battle." Yeah, you take him over.
And humans? Probably should do.
Well, whilst we're here.
Yeah.
You have them all together. Yeah, so he goes over and kind of peers at them one at a time, kind of lays a hand on their brow in turn. When he comes near Kern, he kind of starts kind of struggling, and as if he's trying to get away. But he's slowly getting more and more movement back, but he's barely able to move. And this guy just kind of chuckles and slams out, pushes his head back down. It's not very nice.
Bastard.
And he comes back and it says, "There is balance in all things, life and death. Death needs life, as life needs death. These orcs will die, so that which dwells inside them will live. Why should we destroy this cycle?"
There's a question.
Well,
God.
well, no, because the things that are inside them, the things that are inside them have killed their own as well. Like we came across brothers of
Yeah.
yours that were, had already been killed
But they've
by
been denied.
these.
Yeah, and it's not an honourable death. They've been denied the honour of death in battle.
He laughs at that.
Oh.
Why do we care for honour? Honour, battle. These things mean little here.
Oh.
What
I thought
does
it was
mean?
not.
There is life and there is death.
Is that all that matters to them? Or is that all that matters to you?
Life, death, and the balance of the two. If we would give your friends life, we would create an imbalance. You spoke truly when you said that each action deserves, in fact requires payment. So if we are to do this, you must restore the balance elsewhere.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
So by giving them life, we have to kill something else?
In a manner of speaking.
I really don't like the sound of where this is going.
Do you have something that needs killing?
Further to the west,
It's always further. It's always further away.
there is a place which has been lost to us. And when he says that, he mentions this place that's been lost. The other orcs kind of stir and Gorshak to step forward. A place that has been lost, a place where there is a great imbalance, where there is life trapped within death, and death that clings to life, unable to let go. If you go there and restore that balance, we will do this for you.
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah.
How far away? How many days travel?
Well, how long have we got?
Yeah, how long have we got? You know.
He goes back. He goes back to the wounded, and kind of pokes at them, and pokes at the spear wound, and carries on. As your friends will live more for some more days yet. The beasts within them have not yet quickened, but time is running short. Return here by the third day, or I fear it will be too late.
Drives a hard bargain.
Depends how far it is away.
How many days travel there?
It's less than a day.
Let's get cracking, we can be there by nightfall.
True. And
Is that his final offer? Like, these are his terms?
It seems that way. He doesn't seem in the mood to negotiate.
can you give us any more information about the face? Like what we may be facing? You know, is there a source of
How will we know when we're done?
Yeah, so how we know we're done? Is there like a source of evil or good there, or what needs to be done?
Yeah, he says the place I speak of are spirit caves, holy places of our kind that were lost to us. Dwarves. Dwarves returned as we knew they would. A small group and secretive. They dug their way beneath the caves. Perhaps they didn't know, perhaps they didn't care, it matters not. Their minds, their digging, their greed, their lust for ore collapsed the cave, spilling the bones of our ancestors deep into the earth. But their folly doesn't stop there, for they dug deep into the mountain and found something else beneath, something older and darker. When their minds collapsed, and they collapsed the spirits of our ancestors, they created this imbalance. What you'll find when you journey deeper into the caves, I do not know.
Handy. So,
Who's coming?
who's coming? Yeah. How fast do crawlers go? Quick as a horse?
Yeah, comparable with the horse.
Will they know if we have completed the task before we get back?
Yeah, they seem basically they kind of seem like they're really aware of this, whatever it is.
So if we complete the task before we've returned, could he then, make sure that those guys are right? So if we get back on the 4th day, get back a bit late, but we've done the job 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Don't know.
They'll know.
So we will know. Yeah.
Okay.
Ask your old man who can come with us and who can't.
Yeah, fair enough. You can go with us and you can.
Says, take your pick of my warriors. Any that have come this far will gladly, well, perhaps not gladly, but will brave the dark and go with you.
How many men is this?
There's only a handful of them, there's about 8.
How many do they need there to feel safe? 10 to the wounded. Split it?
See, obviously the more you take, then the fewer it leaves to keep an eye on things.
Do we need an army? Well, I guess we don't know, do we?
We may well.
2? Take
Have
the...
we ever fought dwarves before? Not that we're necessarily going to be fighting dwarves, but...
I should think we'll be fine.
Also, is there anything they can do to top us up in terms of health right now? And
Top us.
is there anything that they know the area? Like, I don't know. Do they have
Directions.
artifacts or anything that would be of aid to us in our journey?
You're on the bag. Yeah, you ask him, and he kind of gives you this long, penetrating stare, and then turns and points to Simon. And says, "This one already has something of ours."
That is true.
What have you got?
This dust of speaking with the dead, which I'm guessing is going to come in very useful right about now.
But that which was given freely does not need to be returned.
No, thanks. Appreciate it.
Good stuff.
Keep the change.
Filthy
Yeah, but he says, there is something we can give you which can help.
Mhm.
And he turns back and says something in a language you don't recognise. It's not Orcish. And some of the others kind of cluster together and start messing around with they kind of pull out vials and bottles and things, and kind of, you don't know what they're up to, concocting some kind of stuff, mixing things up in kind of pounding up dust and roots in the top of an old skull, things like that.
Jacobon.
Eventually they decant this into small vials, and he basically gives it to you and says, this will restore your strength in times of need. And you have 4 healing potions.
What healing potion?
I might just neck mine in front of them.
Should we make that 3 healing potions? You gonna have it?
I'm going to have to do something.
Can you do it?
I want to save the channels just in case we need them.
What's is it medium?
Boom.
3 healing potions.
Yeah, you drinking yours now?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I'll wait till we get a little bit away from them, but yeah, I will be.
Okay. Coward.
Well, I don't want to look like...
You still look needy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might appreciate it.
Alright, fuck it. Come.
You just be like, chin chin.
Yeah.
Okay, it cures you of 18 points of damage.
Good stuff.
That's not a medium one.
And it tastes revolting. It's bitter and thick, syrupy. But it does the job.
Good stuff.
It's cowpole.
Well, actually tastes very nice.
I haven't tasted it for many years, but
Tastes nice. It's like aniseed quality of it.
Really? I had the strawberry one.
That's the ibuprofen version of Cowpole.
Oh. You know your cowpole?
Yeah.
all right. How many peeps do you think we should take?
Two big ones. Two of the biggest. And who preferably know where this place is.
I'll take. Nobody knows how to take it. None of the orcs.
They all do, I think, don't they?
Yeah.
They do. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, they kind of, as you're getting ready, they basically just tell you a little bit about orc burial rites, if you like, and what they usually do is they have a sky burial when an orc dies, which means his body is left on top of like usually on top of a hill, like one of these kind of flat topped hills, or a kind of pile of rocks, or even just on a kind of top of a cairn, so that buzzards and animals come and eat the flesh. And once that's done, one of the medicine men will collect the bones, and when the tribe, because the tribes are nomadic and they travel around the plains, and when they pass by these holy caves, they take the bones in and leave them there.
Awesome.
But this particular cave was collapsed
Okay.
about 5 years ago.
Cool.
There's something in there.
Yeah, and so yeah, they don't go there anymore.
Okay.
Should we pick the two biggest and go?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, not two biggest, two best fighters.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, the two, the two that seem keenest, at least.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with them. There's Lortash and Raksha. Raksha is a woman, fights with a hunting spear. Lortash, he's a little different to the other orcs. His body is kind of covered in scars, kind of scarification, and he's kind of pierced his ears and nose and things with bits of bone, and he paints his face with red stripes.
What does he use?
What does he fight with? Club.
Of course he does. Has he got a Scottish accent?
But do you want to make a knowledge of religion?
Suppose.
Do you want to do it?
What? Mine's +5?
+6.
No. Yeah, either or.
Do you want to 11?
Okay. You notice that he wears things that you think are. He wears more things that you think have religious significance, but you're not really sure what he's up to, what his customs are.
Okay.
He isn't a brother of Gorum.
No, he's not.
I just thought of that. You give off a certain aura as well, apparently.
You have an aura.
Apparently, yeah.
He's good enough for Aurora?
Giving off an aurora. Ferora. A fedora.
Okay, good to go.
Yeah. Right out.
Cool.
Hit push you.
21. I've got 41 damage.
Maybe hit push you on.
27 out of 32.
Not too bad.
But, I mean, I've got quite a lot of this other people's hit point stuff now, so all things being equal.
Quite a lot of stealing here.
Yeah, all fucking
But as soon as we get there, I'll do a tower or something.
Okay.
Just make sure we get there.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Are we taking a colic?
Yeah, we'll fucking all.
Yeah, you've got enough that you can mount up. Do you all have ride skill or
No.
one?
I don't.
No, I don't.
I do.
I've notched it out,
Well, no.
but I don't have any.
That means it's a class skill, but you've not put any ranks in it.
Pretty ranks.
Okay. So you can basically sit on it, but
That'll
you
do.
can't do anything fancy.
Okay.
That's fine. Well, you can do things. You can do fancy things if you like. You can go in circles, do some dressage.
Frolic to themselves.
Colic. Big fancy thing for the old colics.
This is a dexterity thing, so I've got 4 total in it. I don't actually have it as a class skill.
That's cool. Okay. So yeah, you basically you mount up and get the hell out of there. And Raksha gets to kind of to know the land a little better, and she basically leads you back where you came until you're back on the plains, and then you carry on heading west.
Good stuff.
And the sun's beginning to go down when she basically reins up and says, "It's not far now, a few miles more, and we should find the caves." And sure enough, as you begin to climb, once again you kind of begin to climb back into the hills, away from the flat, easy ground. The ground becomes more kind of more rocky and overgrown, and similar to when you met in the drought, you start noticing little kind of bones, things here and there. There seem to be all animal bones. There's no water bones.
Should we sleep before we get any further to this scary place? As it's night time. It's night time, isn't it? We've done a day's travel.
Yeah, it's night is falling.
What do you think?
Yeah. They don't need to for spells per se, but it depends how long we think this is going to take. Bearing in mind we've got a team of 3 days.
Well, I don't mind cracking on for the night. It's going to be dark in there anyway, so...
What do the orcs think?
They don't mind. They're happy to follow your lead.
That's what you do, is you fire out all the hills,
And then we go to sleep.
go to sleep, wake up.
Storm it.
So going fresh.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
We're very rarely
Right.
going fresh. Like we could have it's not like mega late, so we could have like an early night, get up a bit early.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Get fresh
Yeah.
start.
Okay.
I'm going to ping out all my channels
Cool.
before we start.
Roll all of the dice.
All of that.
Ping them out until we're all healed.
Yeah. So, 1, good start. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the first one for 9.
No, I'm good. I am as healed as I'm ever going to be.
Okay, second one. 2, 3, 5.
When you get plus to your
No. The dice just go up. And another one. 3.
9, 13.
I'm done.
You've done all your channels?
Do you still need some more?
Yeah, I've still got 14 damage.
Really?
Yeah.
6.
6, 12. Oh, lovely.
That's
That's 16 heal. Yeah,
Still.
I've got 62 hit points now as a thing.
I feel healed.
I can take a bit of a battering.
How come you've got 62 hit points?
That is your total.
You
Actually, that's
rolled a 1, and I also rolled a 1,
That does seem a bit excessive, doesn't it, actually, when I look at this?
Yeah.
I think I might have put my base as... Oh, shit. What have I done?
What have you done?
Well, I must have tapped it into my base, what my total is, which seems 41 probably makes more sense, doesn't it? Because my constitution is 21, and then I've probably rolled about 20 over the last...
I was going to say, because I can remember, because we both had a howler, didn't we? We both rolled d8s and we both got 1s.